We go straight to an alien mind that lives underwater. Not a monster, but a nervous system so different it forces us to rethink what intelligence even looks like. Meet the octopus of the deep, 8-armed problem solvers, autonomous limbs, RNA-wired brains, and life strategies forged in crushing pressure and cold. This is the alien mind of the abyss. Jump in. An octopus reaches out. Its arm sniffs the sediment, feels a crevice, wraps around a crab and pries. All without a single command shouted from the head. That's because an octopus doesn't delegate motion the way we do. It distributes control. The arms are computational hubs, not passive cables, each packed with neurons that process touch, taste, and motor plans locally. Recent anatomical and neural mapping studies show the octopus arm houses a giant peripheral nervous system with as many or more neurons than the central brain. In effect, the animal's mind is radial. A central brain for global decisions, and 8 independent processing centers for local action. That radical architecture produces weirdly elegant outcomes. An arm can open a jar, probe a maze, or gesture while the central brain pursues another task. Octopuses show arm specialization. Certain limbs are favored for precise manipulation, while others provide locomotor support. And they can perform parallel operations, taste with one arm, explore with another, and jet away if startled. The result looks almost like many minds in a single body. Why does this matter? Because it breaks a deep cognitive assumption that intelligence must be centralized. The octopus suggests another strategy, distributed intelligence, which is extremely interesting for fields like robotics and adaptive control. Imagine a robot whose limbs make local decisions without waiting on a central processor. Faster, robust, and fault-tolerant, just like an octopus arm. Biology that feels alien, RNA editing, novel genes, and a soft body. Octopus brains also evolved differently. Genomic studies reveal cephalopods use extensive RNA editing to diversify proteins after DNA is transcribed, a mechanism far more pervasive in octopuses than in mammals. That editing remodels neural proteins and likely enables rapid tuning of neural excitability and behavior without changing the underlying genome. Put simply, octopuses can tweak their brain chemistry on the fly, offering a molecular explanation for their behavioral flexibility and fast learning. Add to that a suite of cephalopod-specific genes and massive expansions in neural-related gene families. The octopus brain is not a primate brain wearing a different coat. It's an independently evolved solution to complex cognition. Their skin, too, is wired. Chromatophore control and distributed photoreception let octopuses see with their skin, blending camouflage and communication. That combination, peripheral sensing, RNA-based plasticity, and a soft, deformable body, makes an octopus mind feel truly alien. Slow life, long brood, and the mom who waited 53 months. Down where the light fails and temperatures drop, octopus life slows to geological rhythms. One emblematic deep-sea species, Granelodon boreopacifica, set a record. A female brooded her eggs for 53 months, 4.5 years, burying them in cold dark until hatchlings were ready. That is the longest parental investment ever recorded for any animal and illustrates how life history and neural design adapt to abyssal realities. Energy is scarce, development is glacial, and the payoff of careful parenting is survival in a brutal environment. This extreme parenting implies a brain that must be patient, a body that conserves, and sensory systems tuned to subtle chemical and mechanical cues over years, not days. Deep octopuses are slow, but they are deliberate, intelligence shaped by scarcity, not abundance. Dumbo octopuses, vampire squids, and the oxygen minimum. The deep octopus family includes surreal cousins. The Dumbo octopus, Grimpotuthis species, with its ear-like fins, drifts like a ballerina above abyssal plains, using minimal energy to ambush small prey. The vampire squid, Vampiroteuthis infernalis, isn't a true squid in habit. It survives in the oxygen minimum zone by feeding on marine snow and using low-energy strategies that would seem impossible for an active predator in shallow seas. These species show that cephalopod intelligence and life strategy adapt to the oxygen, pressure, and food regimes of the deep in diverse ways. That diversity matters because it shows us the octopus mind is not a single recipe. Rather, cephalopod cognition has been resculpted repeatedly by depth, temperature, and food, producing a palette of alien minds adapted to niche after niche. Behavioral oddities, tools, personality, and problem-solving. Surface-dwelling octopuses already stunned scientists with tool use. The veined octopus famously collects coconut shell halves and carries them to assemble a shelter, a rare example of deliberate tool transportation and future planning in invertebrates. Octopuses also solve mazes, open jars, and show individual personalities, bold versus shy, curious versus cautious, behavioral traits that vary by individual and context. These capacities are amplified when you consider the deep species' different ecological pressures. An animal that must learn to maximize rare opportunities and remember food patches across vast barren seascapes will show cognitive talents tuned to long-term, high-payoff decisions. Researchers report remarkable individual differences in problem-solving, and captive experiments show octopuses can learn from experience and adapt strategies. The distributed arms contribute to an octopus's improvisational skill set. Tactile exploration, local decision-making, and simultaneous multitasking, a kind of embodied intelligence that makes them unpredictable and ingenious. Skin that seeks, camouflage, chromatophores, and cutaneous vision. Octopus skin is not passive paint. It is an active, sensory canvas. The color and texture magic you see when an octopus vanishes into a rock is produced by chromatophores, iridophores, and leucophores. Cells that expand, reflect, and scatter light to create instant patterns. But that's only half the story. Recent work shows octopus skin contains photoreceptive molecules and opsin-like proteins, a kind of cutaneous light sensing that lets an octopus see with its skin independently of its eyes. That means the body can react to local light patterns faster than central vision might command, enabling hyper-fast camouflage and possibly localized visual memories mapped directly across the mantle. The effect is profoundly alien, a body that watches and acts without being watched by a central eye. Why would this evolve? In the dim, dappled light of reefs or the weak bioluminescence of the deep, local patterning has survival value. Skin-based photoreception provides a decentralized feedback loop. Sense locally, change locally. That loops perfectly with the arm-centric nervous system, making the octopus an organism whose sensors and effectors are co-located and tightly integrated. We've already said arms can act semi-autonomously. New research suggests they also store information. Experiments show that an arm can learn a tactile task, gripping a shape, modulating suction, and repeat it independently, even after brief separation from the central brain. That implies local synaptic plasticity and memory consolidation inside peripheral ganglia. The molecular maps of arm nervous tissue reveal neurotransmitter systems and receptor distributions consistent with learning circuits, not just reflex arcs. In short, the arm doesn't just execute, it remembers. If the ocean's strangest minds fascinate you, subscribe to Discovering the Unknown, where every episode uncovers the secrets hiding beneath our world.